You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon, I'm Nolan Crane with 48 Fastcast, our digital version of your top headlines in a short, fast newscast. We start in Falkville, where police arrested a man accused of leading them on a chase. Our partners with the Decatur Daily say it started when a camera at a Love's truck stop alerted authorities to a stolen car from Colorado. When police arrived, this man, Michael Self, sped off onto I-65. Falkville police say Self then weaved in and out of traffic and even drove onto the shoulder of the road trying to get away. The chase went into Coleman County before turning back to Morgan County. He was eventually stopped and arrested. Now to Tennessee, where a section of I-40 near the border with North Carolina is closed due to flooding and a rock slide. As you can see on your screen, multiple cars and vehicles are submerged in floodwaters. Crews had to remove the center dividers to allow the stuck cars to turn around. Officials say a lane is expected to reopen at some time today. Just a reminder for music lovers in the Rocket City, tonight's 8:05 After 5 will not take place tonight. The Dirty Dozen Brass Band was set to take the stage this evening. But don't worry, the fun will return to Campus 805 on July 17th.
We are finally rain free, and then we're focusing on the heat. It's going to get hot this weekend and stay hot just about all of next week. And it's probably going to be mostly dry in many areas, just a slight chance of rain. And that includes this evening. The front yet to move in. It'll move in, but the clouds so far are keeping that instability down. We'll go isolated on the shower activity as we go through about 8 o'clock this evening. Doubtful we'll see any rain tomorrow, but we'll keep that 20% there, 10% Saturday and Sunday. But the heat is the big story. Make sure you are getting ready for that. Stay hydrated. The heat index will be around 100 degrees Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. In fact, by the middle of next week, we may hit 105 with the heat index. I'll share that 10-day forecast coming up.
With more people moving to Huntsville, city leaders are working to build more housing to accommodate everyone. Find out more after this short break. More people are still moving into Huntsville, prompting leaders to work on bringing more affordable housing to the Rocket City. One such project is the Arbors at Moores Mill, located near the intersection of Moores Mill and Winchester. Now, this complex will house primarily seniors who may be in tough financial situations. Huntsville Community Department Manager Scott Irwin says another complex will go up near Jeff Road along the city's major downtown project, Mill Creek. He hopes they can continue to bring these developments in all parts of the city.
Dealing with affordable housing, creating projects like this, new projects. We also like to rehabilitate existing projects. If something was built in the 60s, it still has life, but it needs an investment so we can continue performing the way it has throughout the life of that project. You know, everything isn't a tear down. Quite often there's some rehabilitation opportunities in the community.
He says the city is always looking for ways to acquire federal funding for these types of projects.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Well, the morning pretty much went as expected. Meteorologist Jeff Denoyers was tracking those showers and storms as they moved in. A little noisy out there. No wind damage, but more rain. Some of you picked up about 2 inches of rain early in the morning. That system is way down to the south and is stalled out. The front is still to our north. That'll move in this evening, and that could trigger a very isolated shower, thunder shower, as it moves in. So overall, not expecting a whole lot more activity out there. You can kind of see where the front's lined up here, just north of the Tennessee-Kentucky state line. By 5 o'clock, notice the difference in temperatures. We are going to warm up where we see more sunshine and stay in the 70s, probably down there towards Phil Campbell, Arab, and Albertville. But you will warm up a little bit just before sunset. And here come the isolated showers, a few thunder showers by about 9 o'clock this evening. Nothing severe with that. And as we focus on Friday, we'll start off with some low clouds, a touch of fog out there too due to recent rainfall. And then we warm up, getting hot. Temperatures around 90 degrees by noon. The heat index probably in the upper 90s, if not the mid 90s out there. And tomorrow evening, it'll be comfortable out there late in the evening. Not as humid, but still going to be pretty warm. By 7:45, just before sunset, we're still in the low to mid 80s. By 11 o'clock, the 70s, very much summertime weather for the first weekend of summer. Just a slight chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm. 94 now Saturday, 95 Sunday. Heat index around 100. Make sure you're staying hydrated out there. Rain chances not looking too good, so that's good. This is the best dry stretch of weather we've seen in quite some time, and I think we've all earned it. Here's your 10-day forecast. First day of summer. Well, summer begins tomorrow. 91 for the high, then 95 Monday, 96 Tuesday, Wednesday 95. Could see a heat index around 100 to 105 early next week. And again, not much rain to talk about. I'll have your updated forecast at 4, 5, and 6.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you, Brad, and thank you for joining us. That'll do it for your Fastcast, and we'll be back right here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4. And don't forget to join us for our 4 o'clock newscast on TV, WAFF 48. And breaking news coming up at 5, 6, and 10 p.m. We have you covered. Have a great afternoon.